everyone. Welcome to Coffee and Concepts. I'm Josh Bumpus. I'm the marketing project manager for Rob Roy Industries. If you're just joining us for the first time, Coffee and Concepts is a series of live stream events in which we will provide some valuable insights into our products and capabilities in bite-sized half-hour chunks, as well as offer some solutions for specific applications using our industry-leading innovations. So today's presenter is Patrick Kane. He is Stalen's product line manager, and he is fully ready to get into today's topic, which is revolutionizing HMI screen viewing and protection with SolarShield HMI covers. All right, I hope everyone has settled in and grabbed their favorite cup of morning coffee. I'm gonna go ahead and bring Patrick up here. Welcome and take it away.
Thank you, Josh. And hey, everybody, thanks for joining us today. Again, I'm Patrick Kane, product line manager at Stalen, and we're really excited to talk to you about our new patented line of SolarShield HMI covers. And we've had an initial HMI cover in the market for a few years, and this is really about the expansion. And we wanted to make sure that we could build awareness with this event and give people the opportunity to really understand the solutions that we've worked so hard at developing. And as Josh said, the Coffee and Concepts relatively new. We're going to work hard to continue to do things like this to build the awareness of all of our new products, not just this one, and then keep it relatively informal. Before we get started, just a little bit about me. I've worked in the electrical industry for over 20 years in commercial, industrial, harsh and hazardous, and now enclosures. And it's really a privilege to be able to work for a company like Rob Roy. They provide the flexibility, the nimbleness, the innovation, and the backing to be able to launch really innovative products and solutions like this one. The challenging and really fun part about what I do and we do every day is we get to talk to customers about what they're trying to do and then work with our engineering teams to bring the solutions to market. This one today will go through the HMI cover expansion, which was designed based on a ton of feedback from a number of customers. And I'll go through that here in a little bit. All right, so let's get rolling. So today we'll be reviewing our new expanded patented line of SolarShield HMI covers. And you can see a snapshot on the left of the three sizes with opaque covers on the top, clear covers on the bottom. Check out the application picture to the right that one of our customers in the oil and gas industry sent to us, along with some great feedback on the performance in the field. History on the product is that we launched the initial 10x8 size in opaque just over 2 years ago. And as anticipated, we've received a significant amount of feedback from customers on both functionality and performance over time. But as usual, when we launch something new that has some real potential, we receive a ton of requests for additional sizes and configurations. And this one was no exception. We analyzed around over 50 specific requests from customers and selected 2 larger sizes that we felt would encompass really a majority of the range of HMI models out there that our customers would be looking to protect. And it's interesting too, is that over the course of development, some of the things we've heard from customers have been like, hey, I've got an HMI already mounted and it's getting beat up pretty bad. Need to protect it. You got anything? Or something like, my screen's getting burned up in the sun and we really need some help. Or we're having some trouble seeing the screen when it's open in the sun and just need to be able to see it better. What can you do to help us? The other thing that we've heard was that even though a screen might be rated NEMA 4X, they still need UV protection. There's stainless versions out there that are rated NEMA 4X, but they're way too expensive, right? Do you guys have anything like that? And then right after we launched it, we basically heard, hey, look, we like the 10x8 size that you already have. We've got a 15-inch screen. Do you have anything for that? And then the best one that I hear is, we have no idea that anything like this even existed. I've actually run into 3 or 4 customers who were making their own using cardboard, rubber, cloth flaps, anything they can do to protect the screens. So with this launch, the SolarShield is now available in a 16 by 11, 20 by and a 20 by 14, and then the existing 10 by 8 that I just talked about. But the three sizes we cover all the way from around a 6-inch and smaller screen up to around a 17-inch screen. And based on the feedback that we've gotten so far, that'll roughly cover about 80% of the applications out there. So when you think of Stalen, our flagship brand of non-metallic enclosures, you're probably thinking about our traditional J series, N series, Diamond Shield, tough, durable, reliable fiberglass enclosures that have stood the test of time and remain leaders in our industry. You know, they're commonly used in industrial control applications, oil and gas, water, wastewater, lift station monitoring, pump control, communications, utility scale renewable energy, and many more different applications than I could even talk about here. But all of them are applications where products are exposed to extreme conditions and the equipment needs maximum protection from the elements. And then when you're thinking about Stalen and how reliable our products are, think about how synonymous that is with our parent company, Robroy. That's the same fourth generation company that's led the way in corrosion resistant electrical products for over 100 years. Included under the Robroy umbrella, you can see it there on the screen. We've got Plastibond and Permacoat, PVC coated conduit and fittings, Stalen non-metallic enclosures, Robroy stainless, which includes stainless steel conduit and fitting solutions for food and beverage applications. A relatively new line called Rocket Rack. That's our patented platform of sanitary support systems for electrical and mechanical installations. And then lastly, ECN Corns, which has elbows, couplings, nipples, and clamps. So the combination of all of these brands under the same umbrella, really having the same level of quality, reliability, and innovation allows us to leverage the strength that we have as an enterprise, from an operations and engineering standpoint. It also really helps us continue to drive the positive reputation we have out there in the industry today. So most of the initial voice of customer we received when developing the HMI covers was from the Gulf Coast region in oil and gas. But since we launched it, we've shipped HMI covers to all 50 states in a variety of industries. And, everybody needed the protection and operators needed to see screens when using them, the HMIs in direct sunlight. That was really the big piece of feedback that we got. And in addition to oil and gas, we've seen use in water, wastewater, water testing systems, industrial control systems, and heavy machinery. One thing, in particular, our enclosures are typically sold into the OEM market. And what we've seen with the HMI covers is that they've been more of a universal solution for any customer using an HMI screen where they needed protection from damage from the sun. They've almost become a sacrificial product to protect more expensive HMI devices. They're just built to last. And if you've gotten some samples and seen them already or actually used them yourselves, you'd really understand that. It's a great, tough, durable product and also a good looking product as well. So with this live stream, there's 5 things that we want you to take away from the session here. And the first one is that the product has innovative patented features. You may have seen some other covers out there on the market, but nothing is like this. The first thing to remember is that, and it's really in relation to the opaque version that you can see on the left side of the screen. It's got a non-metallic design, number one. It's got hinged inner doors to shield the HMI screen from the sun and allow for hands-free viewing. That's really what drives the patent. Simply twist and you can kind of see them if you look closely at the left side of the screen. There's some latches with wing knobs. You can twist those to the left to open it, fold the side panels out to support it, rest the cover on top of the side panels, and then it provides a shielding from the sun while viewing the HMI, really from all the way around, all while being hands-free. They are lightweight, They're impact resistant. They've got the same material and cover design that we used in our Polystar enclosure series. The expanded sizes come with the inner doors and the cover unassembled from the base. And we decided to do this because it was just due to the size of the covers and really making them easier to mount once received. The side panels and the covers really simple to install. We provide a drill template and the hardware included in the carton. And then the installation instructions are pretty simple. You can get them if you need extra installation instructions. You can find them on the web along with a drill template. They're padlockable. There's a little padlockable hasp on the bottom for increased security. And then they can be installed either vertically or horizontally. The one you see there on the screen is basically installed horizontally or in a landscape orientation. They can also be installed in a portrait orientation. And that's another reason why we ship the larger sizes with the covers or with the side panels uninstalled, right? Just in case they're not needed. The clear covers, you can see those on some of the other slides. They don't come with the inner doors because that would kind of defeat the purpose, right? If we ship those with the inner doors, it would basically add another layer of material in between the cover and the screen. And the feedback that we received was that most customers wanted to be able to see the screen with the covers closed. The next thing is, they provide excellent protection of HMI devices. And that's really the goal, right? Is to provide extreme protection for these really expensive devices being used in harsh conditions. Some HMIs can run thousands of dollars. Even though, many of them are built pretty tough. And some of the HMI screens have a 4X rating. Many times due to the environment they're installed in, it's just not enough. Sometimes the 4X rating on the screens for indoor use only. That's an important one. And it doesn't guarantee protection from UV. That's where the SolarShield comes in, right? It basically serves as the ultimate protection for HMI devices from the elements. They're impact resistant. They have a strong design, polycarbonate material construction, which is certified to UL 746C F1 rated, which is basically the UL standard used to evaluate the weather resistance of the material. And that requires 1,000 hours of accelerated UV testing, along with a high temperature water exposure test. So really tough and durable. And on top of that, they meet NEMA 4X, right? And that's the most important when a customer has a NEMA 4 or 4X enclosure. They want to be able to maintain that rating. And these products, when installed, maintain the NEMA 4X rating on the enclosures. And then the opaque configuration, when it's closed, provides superior protection, like we talked about before. And then, when open, of course, it allows for great visibility of the HMI screens in direct sunlight. The platform continues to expand. When we started with the 10.8 and then the clear, then we added the 16.11 in 2014. We don't think it's going to stop here. There's definitely some opportunity for us to continue to grow the platform just based on feedback that we anticipate receiving after the launch of the expansion. To make it easy, the catalog nomenclature is based on the rough dimensions of the size of the HMI screen that the covers will accommodate. And that's a bezel to bezel dimension on the HMI. So you can look at it and say, okay, the 2014 basically will fit an HMI with a bezel to bezel dimension of those same or lower. We have a chart that we provide in the brochure that basically gives a guide as to the sizes of enclosures by product family that the HMI covers will fit. The next thing that's really important with this is, and when we started, we took a look at the market and said, I think this is a universal solution. We believe that the non-metallic enclosure share of the market's roughly 25%, and the metallic enclosure share of the market's roughly 75%. And the cool thing about this product is it can be used on any type of enclosure, metallic or non-metallic. We realize that we'll be selling mostly through electrical distribution with customers who have a large metal enclosure application. And that's okay. We actually think that's a great opportunity for us because we'll be able to add some customers to our base who aren't traditionally non-metallic enclosure users. And who knows, we could potentially convert some of those to non-metallic in the future. And as mentioned previously, for reference, that table will really help, I think, understand which enclosures our products will fit on. All right. These are part of our Select Right program. And I've said this on previous live streams, and I think it's important to go through again. We've got 3 pieces of our strategic solutions strategy. And that's basically select right, mod right, and deliver right. And when you put all 3 of those solutions together, it's really powerful. A lot of companies offer pieces and parts and components and standard products, but we're focused on selling the solution. Select right is basically having the broadest line to select from in the industry so that customers can choose products that are off the shelf, readily available, selectable. There's a price, it's fast and easy. But then with ModRite, customers can literally work with the best application engineering team on the market that we have in-house to add value-added modifications to those standard products. 50% of our business today has some level of custom modification included with it. So we do that all the time. And then with Deliver Right, customers can determine how they want it delivered to optimize receiving, optimize operational costs with custom installed accessories, kitting, pallets, even cartons. So we ship some customers oversized cartons when there's a requirement to ship our products along with added components that our customers provide to their customers. So we have a lot of capability. I think it's really that simple, though. It's select from the broadest line, modify to add value, and then deliver to optimize. And I'd have to say that our marketing team and our engineering teams have done a super job creating tools and resources to help select the right cover to work in an application. And, for support with this launch, we've got detailed installation instructions that we talked about, self-adhesive drill templates for all of the sizes, detailed dimensional drawings for all sizes and configurations, product literature, brochures, submittals, their internal guides for our sales teams. We've got some really good informational YouTube videos to share with customers. And then, of course, samples, right? We know customers are going to need some samples. So samples are available through our sales and service teams. So don't hesitate to ask if you need them. And then lastly, we've got a program that we call our solutions team. And it's kind of what I talked about before, where you look at the 3-pronged solution strategy that we have, and it wraps it up into a functioning program. And so the solutions team basically consists of a team of people to help customers solve challenging applications. And it includes business development, application engineering, sales support, product line management, and sometimes our business unit president when there's a challenge that is really difficult that needs to be solved. So there's no limit to what we can do. Just engage our sales team and local representatives to get that going if you have a challenging application. All right. So in conclusion, we'll go through the 5 things real quick. The covers we're talking about today have patented innovative features, right, that can improve functionality and HMI visibility in the sun. There is literally no non-metallic equivalent like it on the market. They provide excellent protection of HMI devices, which can cost thousands of dollars. And also, they provide an alternative to potentially a stainless version of HMI cover that could cost thousands of dollars. They're available in 3 sizes now, in the 10 by 8, the 2014, and then the 1611, both opaque and clear. They're universal for use with non-metallic and metallic enclosures alike. And then lastly, they're on the shelf, ready to go, stocked in Belding, Michigan, as part of the Select Right program. So that's it. I think today we wanted to accomplish the goal of demonstrating the new expanded line and the innovative features and also the solutions that we can offer. And hopefully it's been informative and relatively fun for everybody. And I think now we'll open it up to some questions.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and take some questions now. If you have any questions at all about anything we've discussed today, or any questions you have about the solution, you can throw them into the chat and we'll be able to see them and respond to them. While we're waiting for some questions from the viewers, Patrick, one question that we get sometimes now that we started out with the 10 by 8, we've expanded the size range to larger sizes. Is there a plan in the future or already existing a smaller cover size option?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a great question, Josh. We do have a smaller size in our roadmap, but ultimately we need to build the data to support the ROI on the project. So if anybody has a need for a smaller size, please reach out through the sales team or even to me directly, and we'll start building the case for a smaller size. So we're always open to expanding the platform, and that's one of the great parts about working for Rob Roy is how nimble we are and how much we can leverage the organization to get things launched quickly.
Awesome. And then another question that we've received is asking whether this HMI cover can be mounted over other types of equipment, not just HMI screens, maybe like push buttons, something like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, we get that from time to time. And I think it's important to make sure just to check the dimensional drawings to, check the depth, because these covers are low profile. They look good, they're tough, they're durable, but they do have some limitations on the depth. So you're going to want to check that, in relation to what the application is.
Gotcha. All right. We have a question here from Jillian. She asks, is stock available for immediate shipment on all sizes?
It is. Great question.
All right. Yep. And then Patrick, if you wouldn't mind giving everyone your contact info, I'll even put it here in the chat as well, in case they do want to reach out to you.
Yeah, that would be fine. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. Got your email there in the chat, pkane@robroy.com.
You bet.
And Kevin asks, is there any options for custom sizes at all? Yeah, any response to that, Patrick?
Yeah, I think we'd have to discuss custom sizes because there is tooling involved. So I think if you do have a custom application, that's where the solutions team comes in, and we'll take a hard look at it from all angles and see what we can do for you.
Let's see. Kevin does ask, do we still rate the unit if used on a non-stalin enclosure or a metal enclosure?
Absolutely. Yep. It's designed to maintain the 4X rating on any enclosure that will fit.
I'm not seeing any more questions come through. So Patrick, I wanted to thank you for your time today and for your knowledge and willingness to help share this with everyone. I wanted to thank everyone who attended as well. Thanks for attending, and this replay will be available at the link where you signed up for this in case you ever want to revisit it. But Patrick, thanks again.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Hope to see you on the next Coffee and Concepts.
Thanks, everybody.